dokie, welcome to this tutorial on how to create a coloring book or a children's coloring book. Now, here's the cover in front of you. This is a dummy cover that I have just created, and I'm going to help you create the cover for the book as well as the interior for the book. I'm going to show you how to format the interior for the book to make it as a coloring book. Now for this, I have used Canva. So to those of you who know Canva, Canva is a premium, normally is a premium software that you can use on the internet to design your logo, to design your YouTube thumbnail, Facebook creatives, Instagram creatives. But most importantly, there is a free version to Canva. So you don't need, for this specific tutorial, you don't need the Canva Pro version in order to be able to do something like this. Now, for the things that we will be needing, you will need a not a subscription. You know, it's basically a $1 subscription. You can benefit from it on Creative Fabrica. So if you're interested in this, spending $1 on a software is not really that big of a deal. And you get $1. It's a 7-day plan. So for a month, it's about $4, which is not that much. And you get to download all kinds of templates and fonts and stuff. The only issue with Canva is that the free version of Canva is quite limited, which means that if you want to upload a new font that you want to use, for example, on here, on this, you would not be able to do so because, to put it simply, Canva does not allow you to do that because they want you to purchase the Canva Pro version. And so, supposing that you don't like these fonts and that you want to use your own fonts, you're going to have to conform to Canva. And you're going to have to just use what you have over here, the fonts that you're going to have to do with the fonts that you have over here. If you are interested in getting the Canva Pro version, go ahead and get it. It's quite expensive. It's more than $200 last time I checked, but it's a yearly plan. But it's all worth it because the software is really top notch. And so apart from Creative Fabrica, which we're going to use to download graphics for our low content coloring book or children's coloring book, you're going to need to access this website, bookhow.com. You can see the URL over here. Make sure that you don't type this URL because otherwise you'll be taken to a spammy website. Make sure you don't click bookhow.com because bookhow is a spam website. And so if you type it, well, let's try it, bookhow.com. Now, if you go there, they'll tell you there's a fatal error and they're going to try to convince you of something. But this is particularly a spam. This is just a spam, all right? So if you adhere to whatever they're telling you here, you're going to be spammed. And so make sure that when you're writing the URL, click on or search the URL bookow.com. It's not bookhow, it's bookhow. Now this will allow you to do specific things, which we're going to get to in the future. It's going to allow us to calculate cover size. You can also use it to generate a ISBN. You can use it to generate a barcode. You can also use it to generate this cover. If you want to work with a template, you can use that. But generally speaking, we don't really need the bookhow.com website to generate a cover because it's paid and they're going to ask us to pay for at least $1 and we don't want to pay them. So, but there's an alternative. There is kdp.amazon.com/cover-calculator. This one will do the job as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But now, as of now, let's go ahead and create our book. So the first thing that you want to do is I want you to go to Creative Fabrica. Now, once you go to Creative Fabrica, search for Gnome Clip Art, right? Gnome Clip Art. And basically, we're just going to search for whichever clip art. It looks amazing. For this particular Canva cover, I have selected this. And so for this illustration, I've selected this, but I'm going to select something new over here. So I'm going to select, for example, this one. Or let me go and for example, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of choices out here. Well, Easter bunnies. Okay, so I'm just going to go, for example, and pick these Easter bunnies or Easter bundle, Gnome Easter bundle. I'm going to click on it. Now, as you know, children love dwarfs and they love these gnomies for some reason. So I'm just going to download it. And now once you download it, you need to make sure to extract the images from the file. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Wizard. I'm going to click Finish. And then obviously I have images in GPG form. So all the images in GPG form, I have them as well in PNG form, PNG format. And so I have them in all these formats. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to just move it to the downloads, because there I will be able to access it quite simply. And I want you to click on, go to Canva, go to google.com, search for Canva, and then obviously let's go to Canva now.com, Canva. So click on Canva. And basically what I want you to do before going to Canva, I want you to go to Bookout. So now that we are in bookout.com, I want you to scroll down to the bottom of the page where you can see KDP cover calculator. And I want you to add the book information. For our example, or for the illustration of this example, the book cover that we're going to choose is simply 8 by 5, 11 inches, 8 by 5 inches in width and 11 inches in height. And the reason why we picked 8 by 5 by 11 is because this is a children's coloring book. And so it has to be quite big, because this is a coloring book. It's unlike a paperback that you take to read. A coloring book needs to be pretty big because children need to do stuff on it. So let's go back to Bookout. And now that you have entered the information, click on calculate cover size. Now, once you calculate cover size, it's going to give you the detail. And now we're going to use these details, and obviously we're going to go to Canva. Now, I want you to go to Canva and click create design. Now, once you click that button, click custom size. And obviously what we want to do, I want to go back to Bookout. I'm going to take the width from here, go to Canva, and set this up to inches instead of pixels, because there's pixels, inches, millimeters, centimeters. We want the inch measurement unit. And so I pick the inch, and I'm going to paste the width over here, and I'm going to go back over here, take the height, and I'm going to go back here to the height and click add the height, then click create new design. Now, once I've created the design, what we want to do is to start the work. Now, obviously, in order for us to be able to produce something like this, first of all, I'm going to have to go to Canva and upload the images. Now, obviously, you can see over here that we have already uploaded specific images. Now, we can decide to reuse them, but I don't know. I still have, I don't know what I'm going to use. Now, these images don't look that pretty. And besides, there is one remark. Now, the image of this guy over here, you can see that the background is not transparent, so the background is white. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to have to remove background from that image. I'm going to go to Google, search for image background remover. And now that we are there, go to the website remove.bg, click on it, and simply upload the image which you want to eliminate the background from. We want a transparent background. So I'm going to pick this image, and I'm going to remove the background from it. Now, it was removed successfully, so I'm going to download it, and I'm going to upload another image. Now, I choose this girl because, as you can see from the design, the prior design, there's this old guy and this little girl over here, girl Gnomi. And so I want to do something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that girl, take the background away, and I'm going to go back to my Canva, new tab, and I want you to go to uploads, then upload files, and let's go to downloads and upload these two little files over here. Now, that's the first thing that we have done, and it was, let's wait for it. Now, already it is quite done. So click on the image that you want to add and click on the other image, separate the two. I want to make the girl smaller, a little smaller, because this is just a girl, a small girl. Now, obviously, let's assume that this is her father and she's a girl, so he's protecting his daughter or something, or his daughter's egg. I don't know what that is, but generally speaking, this is how it goes. And you can see quite clearly that there are some lines over here. So when I move my character, you can see that there are quite some lines that we need to respect. Now, make sure that the rectangle is in this position. If you do like this, it's not right. Make sure it is like this. And so the girl is next to her father. So now what's next? I want you to go to elements. I want you to click on lines, because obviously if we go back to this design right here, you can see that there are standing on grass. So I want to produce something of the same effect, except for the fact that I'm not going to make it grass. I'm going to make it something like a, I would say, clay or something like that. So I'm going to make it in this color, and I'm going to just add it over here, make it a little smaller. Then I'm going to make sure that it is not surpassing this line over there. And so what I want to do, I want to click on the character and I want to position it forward, because I want to make the or produce the illusion that the character is on top of something, is standing on top of a ground or something. And I want to click on the girl as well. So I want to click on the girl, but the father is obviously hiding her. So I'm gonna displace the guy, or change the position of the character, the male character, and I'm gonna click on the girl, click on position forward. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna return the guy to his position, and now, of course, the background, as you can see from the image prior, or from the background prior, is blue. So I need to produce something as such. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to click on the background and simply just click background color. Let's go and choose, for example, this blue color. It doesn't seem like a clear sky. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make it a little clearer, because I want it to be a clear sky. A little more clearer. Now it is good. And so now what I want to do, perhaps I'm going to go and to the elements, I'm going to go and choose sun. Now, in order to get the sun, just search for the sun. And obviously, you're going to have a lot of designs out there. So here's one, for example. Let's say that I want to add the sun over here. So I'm going to add it over here for it to stick out. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And obviously, let's go and add a tree, for example. Now, you can see over here that there is a tree next to these gnomies. And so I'm going to search for tree. No, just tree. Make sure that you are on the elements side and search for a tree. For example, let's say I like this kind of tree. Now I'm going to change the colors. For this one doesn't really look that good to me. I'm going to make it a little greener. And obviously this one, I'm going to also make it a little greener. And because I want an image that really looks quite good. And so, and I want to click on this. I want to change this from this one to a little darker. And I think this is good. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to make it a little bigger, and I'm going to put it right here. And to make the illusion that the image, and I'm going to take it, click on it, position it backward, and let's see how it works. All right, so it was positioned backwards. So if I take, for example, the girl, let's try this. Let's take the girl, and let's see if the girl can, all right, so let's see if the girl can be, no, this is still in front, so I'm going to click on it, backward. Let's say now. All right, so now it's backward. Good. I want to make sure that the entire tree appears on the book cover, and the girl next to her father, as always. I want to take this, not reduce it, let's just keep it right there. Well, and I'm going to add something to the sky. So let's say, for example, maybe I want to add some clouds. So I'm just going to go ahead and click clouds, search for clouds, and let's search for some clouds, obviously, clouds. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some clouds. So for example, let's say I want to add this type of cloud. Let me click on it. Now the cloud appears to have a black border to it. Now I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to change it to white, because I don't want any color other than white. And obviously, I'm going to make it a little bigger, and I'm going to take it and place it backward. So I'm going to click on the cloud. I'm going to go to position and add it to the backward position. Well, sometimes it doesn't work, so just click on it twice. All right, now it works. I'm going to click on the cloud again, make it a little, to this side, and I'm going to click on it, and I want to duplicate this cloud. So I'm just click on the cloud and duplicate it. So I'm going to take that cloud and make it a little smaller, all right? Now, 2 clouds will suffice, no problem. And I want to click on the cloud, click on the position, make it backward. I'm gonna force the damn thing, because sometimes it just takes more than one click to be put into place. So now it is backward. We have 2 clouds. We have 2 beautiful human dwarfs, a girl and her father. We have the sun over here. We have a a tree. And so in order to add a little bit more context, let's go ahead and add some bees, for example. So select bees, search for this graphic over here that I like so much. And basically there are GIFs, real bees images now, but this one really looks so good. And so I just want to click on it. This one is a pro. So all of the ones that once you hover over, you can see the pro sign over here, or the crown, the golden crown. Well, all crowns are golden for that matter, but anyways. So let's just click and make it a little smaller. Make this be a little smaller, duplicate it, and keep making it smaller, because generally, let's try to create the illusion that there are distant bees and close bees. Now, or let's make this one smaller a little bit, and let's duplicate it, make it a little bigger, because let's say that this bee is closer. And let's click and add our last bee and make it a little smaller than this. Change its position. You can change the position using the cursor, or you can change it using your own typing board. And so now it appears that there is only one thing missing, which is a honey well. So I'm going to choose honey, and let's look for a honey well. Now this one, let's pick it up. Let's just take this and put it right here to give it some context. I don't know why, but I don't like the earth color, so I'm just going to click on it and change it, make it grass. I think grass is better. And so, yeah, well, not this type of grass. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Let's wrap with it. Now the only thing that is left for us to do is to add some text on top of the book. Now, to do that, very simple. Go to Canva text and add a heading. Now, obviously, the first heading that we want to add, I'm going to choose Bara Bara, because I don't have any other beautiful font that I think I can find out there. And I'm going to change this to book. All right. Or not book. I'm going to change it to dwarves, for example, dwarves. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the colors. Now, the way I want to color this, well, but first of all, let's just do something before that. I want to click on this, go to effects, and I want to choose this effect. All right. I want to choose the effect of slice. I'm going to make the offset 0, add a little bit to the thickness, and obviously the let's go now and change the color of it. So the color, I'm going to make it a little bit blue. This kind of blue, I think, yeah, this one does it. And I'm just going to click over here, click on this, and I'm going to place it in the middle. Dwarves, or at the top, a little bit at the top, right? So dwarves, and I'm going to just click this, duplicate it, and instead of this, I'm going to, for example, change the shape, or change the size, reduce the size, and add coloring book. All right, coloring book. I'm going to make it a little smaller to up to 45. I guess we'll do it. So yeah, 45, let's say. Well, 45 does it. It's even if it's a little bit less than it should be. So I'm going to make it a little bigger. Well, all right, now it's fine. I'm going to make it like this. And then what I want to do, I want to duplicate this one here. Duplicate it, and I'm going to take it to the bottom. And instead of coloring book, I'm going to name it something else. I'm going to name it for children. All right, for children. Now, you can see that this is quite good. Now, if you want to, for example, remove that background, that black background, you just click on this, and then instead of this color, let's, well, default. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Now, from black, let's make it white, for example. You can make it white. You can make it a little bit darker, for example. You can make it whatever color you want. Well, I think I'm going to make it green. I think I want to make it a little green, so I'm a little dark green. Yeah, so this one does it now, and I'm going to keep the other ones as is. Now, we're not finished yet, so I'm just going to take that sun, and instead of this color, I don't like it. I'm going to change it to a more brighter one. So I'm going to choose this. I'm going to make it brighter, and I'm going to make the sun brighter. So I'm going to pick the sun, change the color, and obviously to keep the same color, one color. All right, so now what I want to do, I want to go ahead and add a subheading. Now I'm going to take the subheading and put it right here. Now you can see this text over here that says created for kids. that love dwarves and bees. I'm going to just copy this, and I'm just going to paste it over here. Create it for kids that love bees and dwarves. And I'm going to make sure that the font that I'm using is the same all over, because you don't want to use two fonts in the same book. Barabara, right? Barabara. Yep. So now, well, Barabara, right? So, and I'm going to reduce the size, for example, to about 30. Yep. So 30 sounds fine. And yeah, so that's it. Now, I'm going to shorten this a little bit. Click over here. Click over here. Take this, change the position. Put it a little bit like this. Designed for kids that love bees, dwarves and bees. And I'm going to go to text, add another subheading, move it over here. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to just take this text over here and copy it. This coloring book features cute little dwarfs protecting trees and honey wells. Honey is delicious, but more and more bees are going extinct. The little hero dwarves have a job to do to save the planet. We're all right. I'm just going to copy that. Obviously, Grammarly is obstructing my view. Screw you, Grammarly. All right, so I'm going to change the size to about, let's say, 20. Well, let's say 20 if it works. Well, obviously, I didn't change it. 20. All right, so 20, well, or let's say 24. 24 is better. And I'm just going to reduce it just like this. And you can see that we can correct using Grammarly. I'm just going to click over here, click this, add it to the middle, add to the top, middle. All right, so this one as well needs to flow with the other one. Just that I need to reduce this. Perhaps I'm going to make it, for example, 26. 26. All right, now it is better. And what I want to do, I want to add another subheading that says XYZ company to introduce your company name. If you have your own company or your brand, the company name goes here. And so I want to make this as small as possible. I'll make it, for example, to 17, for example. And I'm just going to click anywhere over here. I'm going to click it and change the position to down at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead, select a logo. So I want to go to elements, go and search for a logo image, any kind of logo image except for GIFs. GIFs do not go. So choose an image. So for example, I want to choose this as an image. And let's say that this is the logo for our company. I'm going to reduce its size and I'm going to place it right here. Make sure that it stands out. I'm going to make this a little bit like this, a little bit bigger. Let's change the position, put it right here. And obviously, we have some more job to do. We need to change this from this to Barabara. And yeah, so... or you know what, let's just keep it like that. But this is just an illustration as an example, you know. And this one, I don't know, this one I just created as an accident, so I'm going to delete it. And obviously we have our book right here. Well created, well done. So now the only thing left for us to do, let's see, is to put it simply to format this and make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. So what I want you to do, I want you to go to the Amazon, kdp.amazon.com/cover calculator. And just make sure that you use this link over here. And I want you to, well, let's go back. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to open the site as new. And I want you to select the book type as paperback, interior as standard color, paper type as white color, page turn direction from left to right. Let's pick the measurement units as in inches. Select the interior as 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11. And the page count is at 40, which is the same as our page count. So all the information that we've entered on BookOwl, we're now doing or entering on kdp.amazon cover calculator. And what I want you to do is I want you to download this as a template. Obviously, I already have the template. I have downloaded it. So I can just go here and just let me find it. It's here. Template or paperback. Let's search for the word paperback, and obviously I hope I'm going to find it because I just downloaded it. Paperback. All right, Gnome paperback for Canva. Gnome paperback for Canva. So I'm just going to open it up, and here it is. So this is the paperback. Now what I want to do, you want to upload this as an image and you want to upload this here. So go to uploads. I already have it uploaded. Now, in order to upload it, you need to make sure that this is a PNG or GPG, because normally this comes in three formats: GPG, PNG, and PDF. You don't want the PDF because obviously you cannot open the PDF on Canva. And just go to uploads, click on upload file, and then you'll have this uploaded. Now, because I already have it, I'm just going to click on it. And I want to take this and I want to just carefully zoom in, scroll to the top, scroll to the left, and I want to take my book and I want to make sure that it is being put. So I'm just gonna, yep, and top, and I want to make it bigger. I want it to cover the entire book over here. And I want to be as careful as possible with this. I want to be careful. All right. It moved accidentally. So like I said, I want to be careful. I don't know why when I keep zooming in, it moves. But anyways, just gonna, yeah, so now it's perfect. And you can see that everything sits fine. Maybe this, I'm gonna need to put it here. This one a little bit here. This one a little bit here. But everything is in the middle. All right, so now this one over here, let's say. This one over here. But just make sure that everything is fine. All right, so now perfect. This one maybe a little bit over here. And yeah, now let's go to transparency. So just click these three dots. Click the three dots, right? And here you can see the transparency. Click on transparency. We want to look at the transparency of this. Now we can see that the B is outside of the book, and we don't want that. We also don't want the sun to be outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this, put it down a little bit, and I'm going to take this B, enter it here, and the sun, I'm going to make it here in the middle, because I don't want anything flowing out of the book. And so I want to take this and slide it carefully slide it. All right, now perfect. Now you can see that the clouds are bleeding, but no problem, just leave it like that. And right now our book is completely well done. All right, so looks fine to me. So I'm just going to keep it like that. And you want to click on this and delete it now. Now your book is your cover, or the paperback cover for your book is ready. And what we just need to do is click on share. And I want you to download this as not PNG, but PDF for print, best for printing. Click download, and then you'll have your PDF downloaded. Now click on the PDF, and here is our paperback cover. Right? Very well. Now in the next series, or the next video, is a couple of lectures, I'm going to show you how we can create a coloring book